Hey there, please hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and do that too. So listen, I did some more research on this Ashlee Janae story, and now I'm going to tell you all the details. But before I tell you what I learned, I want to say this. In ancient times, a philosopher said that things are not always what they seem. The first appearance deceives many people. Only a few intelligent people understand what has been carefully hidden. The greatest wisdom is to see beyond the surface. And you will understand what I'm talking about regarding Ashlee Janae. So a young woman went on vacation and never came home. When the news broke that she was found without life in Zanzibar, the internet went crazy. People didn't wait for answers, but rushed to judgment immediately. Some people scrolled through her Instagram, saw luxury hotels, exotic beaches, expensive cars, designer clothes, and decided right then and there that they knew this whole woman's story. For example, when people saw her and her fiancé at a basketball game and she wrote hard flaws, soft life, people were like, yeah, she wants that soft life. After that, other people were like, she's nothing more than a high-priced escort who travels around the world on private jets, meeting with various men to get paid.
A lot of you girls are not gonna like what I'm about to say, but what a lot of you soft life, wannabe sugar baby, hypergamous type women don't understand is how closely aligned to S work it is, including the risk of danger that comes along with it.
I just find this photo to be such a juxtaposition because two things of contrasting ideas are in one picture. You are sitting in a Lamborghini, making sure your photo op displays the head seat, with the Lamborghini sign on it, right? That's a show of wealth. Hey, look what car I'm in. Girls do it in a Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, whatever. But then on the bottom of the same image is a GoFundMe. Nothing makes sense at all. This is what happens when you glorify the wrong shit. This lady did not deserve what happened to her, and she was absolutely stunning and too beautiful for him. But can we talk about why we keep glorifying old white men? Why are we glorifying this hard wig, soft life movement? And, they dress it up as being hard wig, soft life, when actually you're trading your morals, your values, your body. It's just for what? A Chanel unboxing? To sit in a Lamborghini and take a picture with the with the headrest behind you?
While some people even went as far as to say this is what she gets for trying to latch onto a rich man, being lazy and not wanting to make her own way as a black woman. In fact, regarding the GoFundMe that was set up for her family, after one person saw this picture of Janae getting on a private jet with the Chanel bag, getting ready to gallivant around the world, they were like, nah, that Chanel bag can pay for that GoFundMe. And similar derogatory comments were made on this picture where she's getting into the helicopter with the bouquet of roses, and this picture where she's lounging in a bath, and this picture where she's walking down the street in Paris. And also this video where a suitor sent her a bouquet of roses. So you get the gist. You saw this girl's Instagram page, saw those pictures, saw her life, and you were like, well, damn, this chick is over there living big. And when I say big, I mean really big. So big that when some of you saw her pictures and her lifestyle, you started reevaluating your own lifestyle and you were like, I must be doing something wrong. Because why is her man flying her around the world from villa to villa? But yet I can't even get my man to buy me a burger from Wendy's. Now, when people saw all her pictures and even noticed that she was living like that before she even met Joe, they were like, she's over there living a soft life. Doesn't work, doesn't do anything, and this chick has different men subsidizing her lifestyle. What a shame. Who lives like that? And more than one person has also tried to insinuate that when she made a post saying, "Me and my bestie sharing locations for safety, like she can save me 8,000 miles away," it's because her and her friends were over there working for an escort service. Well, it turns out that all of the people who were saying that are absolutely wrong. Because all of these pictures that you see of Ashlee on her Instagram page, with the exception of a few that she sprinkles in with her and Joe, are actually from photo shoots that she's done while she was working as a professional model. You see the pictures with Ashlee getting on the helicopter with the bouquet of roses? Those are not from Joe. She was working for a flower company. You see Ashlee in the hotel room showing you how she cares for her roses? Same flower company. You see Ashlee over there chilling on beaches, lounging all day? She works for a bikini company. You see her in lingerie, chilling in a hotel room? She works for a lingerie company. You see that lace front wig with the baby hairs always laid down just right? She works for a hairline company. And also see those videos of her in the snow-capped mountains and also in Paris walking down the street like she's living the most luxurious life ever? Same thing. Photo shoots?
This girl is working to the bone. This girl is working to the bone. Yeah. Videos, magazines, billboards, lingerie, hair products, bikinis, flowers, you name it. Sportswear, luxury brands, shapewear, personal care. She's there, you name it. Photo shoots, hip hop, reggae, R&B, Drake, DJ, Khaled, Kevin Gates, Lil Baby, you name it. Traveling, carnival, makeup companies out here getting booked, making her own money. Modeling 24/7. This girl is working to the bone. This girl is working to the bone.
So as you can see, this young woman was constantly working, and the photos that you see on her Instagram are photos that she took on set and then posted on her own Instagram with small captions like, "Living a beautiful life." Now you all go to her Instagram, scroll through the pictures, and see pictures of her getting into that helicopter with that bouquet of flowers, and you say to yourself, "Oh my goodness, how can she afford all that? A man must be paying for all that." Instead of thinking, no, she's at work on a set. Trust me, this young lady had multiple brand deals. And a lot of those things, those luxury items that you see, are perks of the job. Now, when speaking about Ashlee's work ethic, career, and life, Ashlee's friend Nyla Blue, who's also a model, wrote, "I met Ashlee the way a lot of us meet people now, through social media, a beautiful brown-skinned girl I had seen before I ever knew her. Ashlee was a model, a lead in multiple music videos, an actress, part of major campaigns, and someone I would later have the honor of sharing my first billboard with. People usually attach stereotypes to models, especially video girls, but Ashlee didn't fit into any of them. Actually, she doesn't fit into anything people are trying to box her into. At a time when the industry was filled with colorism, when casting leaned towards a certain look and a certain aesthetic, Ashlee, a brown-skinned girl, stayed booked. No apology, no compromise, just talent, discipline, and a presence the camera couldn't help but love. She told me she saw me. She told me to keep going. So I did. One day we ended up in the same audition. 30 girls, 6 spots. When they called my name and not hers, my stomach dropped. I felt the sting of it before I even reacted. But Ashlee didn't flinch. She pulled me into the biggest hug, looked me in the eyes, and sent me back in there like she was handling something she had been carrying for both of us, a baton. Her belief transferred, and when I showed up, I had no idea that somewhere out in the world, our faces would end up on a billboard together. She already knew. She surprised me with it because that was Ashlee. She didn't just open doors, she walked you through them and made sure you saw the view. Ashlee talked about becoming a mother with certainty. Not like a wish, but like something she was already preparing for. She knew the kind of mother she would be, present, fierce, intentional. The same way that she showed up for everyone around her. You didn't doubt her when she said it, you just found yourself looking forward to meeting her children. Then, after that, the friend posts a text message between her and Ashlee which says, "Oh my god, you really manifesting being a mother?" And Ashlee responds, "Damn." Now, before you run off talking about, "Oh my goodness, I knew it," this is simply an episode of Snapped. I don't think she's talking about being pregnant. I think she's talking about becoming a stepmother to Joe's kids. So after she dropped that text, she wrote, "That's the thing about Ashlee. She didn't just dream out loud, she made you witness it. When you were in her corner, her wins felt like yours. Her confidence made you stand taller. Her belief in you made you believe in yourself a little bit more. Ashlee was that kind of friend. She was becoming everything she had been building towards, the life she had been creating with intention, ready for the next chapter in a way that felt certain, not distant." Okay, so I shared all of this information to make sure that everyone on this channel understands that no, this young black girl was not an escort. She certainly wasn't a prostitute or an adult dancer. And she certainly was not sitting at home living a soft life, acting all lazy, waiting for some rich man to pay for everything that she has. No, it was quite the contrary. This young woman was out here working every day, traveling around the world, doing photo shoots, on her grind, working for hair products, lingerie companies, sportswear companies, brand names. I mean, you name it, she was doing it. On top of that, she was actually very adept at taking those photos from her modeling shoots, posting them on her Instagram page, and also making a little bit more money as a lifestyle influencer. And unfortunately, this young woman who was engaged on this trip will never have the opportunity to walk down the aisle. But ironically, she did have the ability to put on a wedding dress and experience what a wedding may be like because she just so happened to be one of the 23 women that Drake got married to in the fallback video. I mean, how crazy is that? Because I guarantee you when she went and shot that video with Drake, she would have never imagined that right after she got proposed to in real life, things would take a turn and she would never ever make it to her own wedding. Now, you all know I'm not a Drake fan, but I will say this. Thank you, Drake, for booking her to do that job so that she could have that experience once in her lifetime. So that brings me all the way back to what I said in the beginning of the video when I said be careful when you're scrolling through Instagram because everything that you see is not always as it appears. And that brings me back to the Zuri Zanzibar and that closet where she was allegedly found without life because I was able to get my hands on a picture of a sample closet in that hotel. So now we can get a better understanding and idea of what was really going on over there. Now, full disclosure, the closet that I'm getting ready to show you is in bungalow number 68, not 25 where she was found, but I'm guessing that the closets in the bungalows are basically the same. Alright, so now that I've confirmed that Ashlee was 5 feet 2 inches, approximately 125 pounds, and I watched way too much true crime, forensic science and crime scene investigation, I looked at the closet in relation to the door, approximated that the door is most likely 90 inches, and I made a mock-up using my measurements. Now, just so we're clear, I'm in no way trying to sensationalize this young girl's passing, but I do want to understand what really happened and, if possible, offer the family information that may help them navigate in Zanzibar if the hotel and police department are corrupt. Okay, so as you can see, based on her height, it is possible that she could have walked into the closet. It's also possible that somebody could have put her there. But now that we know that all the lights were off in the bungalow, you know what this is also looking like to me? It's looking like she could have potentially shut off all lights and hid in that closet to hide from somebody. And then when they entered the room, that's where they caught her and did something to her. And we already know who that most likely was. But let me know down below. Am I bugging out, or are you seeing what I'm seeing? Also, now that we have a better vantage point of the closet, does this image support the hotel worker's story, or does it make him look even more suspicious? And I gotta tell you, based on this photo and this image, I don't think that this was self-induced. And I also don't think that she was conscious when somebody tied a knot around that rod. And as far as the hotel and Ashlee's fiancé saying that she walked into the closet and did it herself, why in the world would I walk into a closet where I can reach up and touch the rod and then bend down to do something? No chair, no quick release, doesn't make sense. A lot of people online are questioning why Ashlee was taken to multiple hospitals and also what kind of treatment could she have possibly been receiving in the state that she was in. It was pretty much 9 o'clock. They must have got her to North Valley Hospital by at least 9:15 or 9:20 because it's 3 minutes away. For some reason, they take her from North Valley Hospital, take her an hour away to Ampola Hospital when they're saying she's still under some type of treatment. So, remember this was 9 o'clock on the 8th. Ashlee's parents said Joe didn't call them until 11 hours after this situation had already taken place. So, from 9 o'clock plus 8 hours makes 8 a.m. So Joe waited till 8 a.m. before he called her parents to tell them that she was at the hospital, but she was fine and she was stable, which he lied because by 11 hours later, she would have been transferred already to this Ampola hospital, and God only knows what was going on there. So you mean to tell me Ashlee was still alive from 9 p.m., April the 8th all the way up until 3 p.m.? On April the 9th? Don't you find that suspicious? I find that very suspicious, because all that man said is that she was receiving treatment. Anyhow, let's pivot to another part of this story. After people heard this story, a whole lot of people, especially black men, had something negative to say about Ashlee Janae and her family's GoFundMe. Now, as I was looking into this case, I came across a male YouTuber named Foreign Fridays, who had a very interesting perspective on why a lot of black men are reacting the way they are. So, after I saw what he had to say, I contacted him and he agreed to let me share it. The black manosphere has been showing their worst side, all because a soft life influencer engaged to a pale man died under suspicious circumstances, and instead of defending her, they're dragging her. Rest in peace, as she lost her life. That's still what matters. But you don't get to judge black men for not having sympathy when you all just want Joe McCann to go down for something he didn't do. Unfortunately, it seems like I am one of the only black men with a platform that will speak with sympathy for Ashlee Janae. This is a woman that could have easily been my cousin. It could have easily been any of the many black women in my life. And I unapologetically make a safe space for the most marginalized communities. And that is specifically and unequivocally dark-skinned black women. Dark-skinned black women sit at the intersection of racism and misogyny. What we're talking about today is how the black manosphere has scapegoated Ashlee Janae as an avatar of gender wars. TMZ reports influencer Ashlee Janae's dad launches a GoFundMe to help with the mounting cost. The dad started a GoFundMe for the funeral, after which someone retweets on TMZ's report saying, "Wait, I thought she had a social media business and was an entrepreneur." Modern women have a great way of masking the fact that they're selling themselves. You mean to tell me she was flying private, taking helicopter rides, driving Lambos, but doesn't have any money saved up for an emergency? This is what you call trapping backwards. The manospheric dog whistle of modern women tells me everything I need to know. The tweet also tells me that he and his followers simply just hate women. Because even if you ignore the fact that dying is very complicated for those left behind, even if Ashlee was of the 1% of influencers that make good money, her parents going through the probate process of accessing her finances can take years, especially with the complexity of her passing and the potential criminal case. And if she didn't make a will, which many 30-year-olds don't think about, there's a chance that her family won't be able to access her personal effects to bury their child. But beyond all of that, this shows how much the idea of a woman, let alone a dark-skinned black woman living in luxury, upsets insecure men to the point where they revel in her death. Someone wrote she was an escort/sugar baby. She didn't vet him to be a husband, but to be a trick. He turned out to be a super simp. Those men tend to be emotionally unstable. He crashed out overseas. Unless he confesses, there will be no serious investigation. Apart from the fact that we don't know if she was an escort, and speculating on that before the woman is even in the ground is indicative of black feminine trauma, the way people will vilify a black woman even in death. But the most important point, even if this woman was an escort, does that mean that she deserves to die? You're saying this as though it's a justification for what happened to her. The discourse surrounding Ashlee Janae spread like a disease to every platform and woke up the worst gender war takes I've seen in some time. The amount of misogyny that this case caused without this woman being in the ground yet is absolutely overwhelming. And the reason why it spread like fire is because Ashlee, not only being a dark-skinned black woman, which already warrants a level of hate that no other experience faces, but she's also showcasing a lifestyle of which insecure men may take offense to because it provides indirect commentary on their financial situation. Listen, I think he was very insightful. So if you get a chance, check out his channel. Anyhow, I want to point out something. A lot of people have jumped online to complain about the fact that Ashlee made the statement every day, "Black men wake up and find ways to embarrass black women." When someone was talking about another situation, he said that black women jumped online. He didn't say some black women. No, he said black women, which is all-inclusive because similar to Ashlee, he too overgeneralized his statement. But that's not odd, because it's something that people tend to do often when making quick comments online. About 20 to 30 to 40 people came in my comment section yesterday talking about Ashlee and actually did the exact same thing. Just a little something to think about. Alright, so now that we've gotten to the bottom of how Ashlee was traveling to all of these beautiful places, wearing all of these brand names, and staying in all these hotels, on top of the tragedy that already took place, another tragedy is also taking place. Because some people saw those pictures, jumped to conclusions, made a whole made-up narrative about this young girl's life story, and then vilified her based on the stories that they concocted in their own heads. She's not getting flown out by very rich men who are going to buy her Chanel. She's actually being sent to locations by her talent agency to do shoots on locations. Thus, the Ferraris, the luxury cars, the helicopter, the chateau, and some of the Chanels, because perhaps she owns one or two, but most of those things are provided by the people who have hired her to model for them. Listen, let me know what you think about everything that we discussed in today's video. And while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends.